Thursday 19th of March, day 2 of the quarantine in Dolavon. Had some news yesterday from Alberto in Trelew. He's monitoring things from his home there, translating for me as well. Apparently President Fernandez is having a meeting today to decide whether to confine everybody in their homes. It's like total lockdown. In addition, closing the major supermarkets. Now, if I was to think that this virus was about the government suddenly caring about us, where they've never seemed to before, up till yesterday, it kind of, everything made sense, but closing supermarkets, locking everybody in, that's going to be more damaging than this stage of the virus, you know. But with the supermarkets closing, maybe the small shops will be following, and there'll be police on the streets. So I'm going to get some more food today, some canned stuff, more pasta, just basics, long-lasting. If nothing happens, fine, then I've got the food anyway. If it comes to that, then I'm okay for a couple of weeks. It sounds like I'm overreacting, but this was from the news item I was sent yesterday. It's just getting more and more extreme on locking everybody down. So it makes me wonder what's next, you know. Is it going to be an extension of time in the quarantine? What's going on while we're sort of, our eyes are diverted from the outside? Implementing new laws, new technology to restrict us even further. I was speaking to a friend yesterday. She had a conversation with a friend who said, "Oh, it'll be okay when everything goes back to normal," but things won't get back to normal. If you think to the Twin Towers disaster in 2001. Nothing went back to the way it was before then. New laws, less freedom. We had a new world after that. It's going to be the same with this. When this is all over, we're going to have less freedom. We'll probably have more 5G activated while we've been asleep, and we'll be monitored and confined. That's the way I think of it. Part of this journey, you know, this 2-year trip, was to experience some freedom that I don't get in the UK or Europe. Everything has a penalty and a fee. That's what it feels like in the UK. Unless you've got a job and a good income, it keeps all that stuff invisible. But once you sort of drop off the edge, like the music stopping in a game of musical chairs, and you've just missed out on the last one, that's when you see all this stuff going on, you know, and that's what's happened to me. So I come to South America, experience some nice freedom and friendly people here, and now everything's gone global, you know. Unless you've got a rocket and find another planet to live on, we're stuck on the same one, you know, with the same effects, the same companies doing the same things, the police following the same orders that they're following in other countries. So I don't know, it seems to me like the illusion's suddenly coming into reality, but by the time everybody sees it, it's too late. We're already locked up. Anyway, it sounds a bit negative, but anyway, basically with the news item of possibly people being locked away, there's no decision yet, but these things tend to go more in favour of the government and not the people. Get some food. I'm going to trot down to the police station and the municipal office, try and get a key for the shower block, so I've got some water and keep clean. Plus I've decided to get one of those face masks and gloves, not because I believe it does much good, but it gives other people the impression that you're looking after everybody's interests or protecting yourself or whatever, almost like a costume, a disguise. So I'm going to get gloves and mask, blend in with the people, and just wait and see what happens. Bought some food, and I'm about to go down to the police station and then get a key for the shower block, which is over there. But meanwhile, interestingly, this is my water source. An abundant flow of water. Tastes alright. I've had some already and not ill or anything. So yeah, that'll do. Got the basics, you know. But to have access to the shower block, that'll be luxury here. You know, I'm thinking when this quarantine gets lifted, might stay another couple of weeks. On my little missives and reports, I have a pretty laconic style of communication. While it might tend towards a bit of a negative vibe to it, I'm pretty excited about these times. It's all new, you know. It's like basic survival, uncertainty. Uncertainty is the big foundation for adventure, and adventure is what I've been on. So yeah, to be embraced, embrace uncertainty. Focusing on the news, it can sort of tip the balance way in the other direction. But just taking it bit by bit, taking the nuggets, the things you need to know, like supermarket closures and stuff like that, what the police might do, and then work around that. There's loads of room around it, you know. If I don't like it here, if things get too bad, then there is a little road, gravel road, that goes out to Route 25 over there. So I could just pack up at 2 AM. No, everyone's up at 2 AM here. 7 AM, yeah, everyone's in bed. And then leg it to the hills and the river or whatever. The road blocks are going to be on the edges of towns and villages, and there's not many between here and Los Alteres. Plenty of opportunity to tuck behind somewhere, I reckon. I haven't really looked at the map yet, but the key is to find a river, or a stream or something, a water source to keep me going, and then water, food, isolation. That's all you need. Mission accomplished. I'll stop for a coffee on the way. I should know by now. Got here just after 12 when they shut, so tapped on the window and showed the translation on the phone. And they sorted out a key, but they're going to give it to the police and then bring it up to the campsite later. Well, that was a successful mission. It's 12:30 now. Places are starting to close for siesta, which is normal. The municipal said they had to go to the police station, talk to the police, and they did that. Got back to the campsite. There was already a van here with a couple of guys, Miguel and Luca. Gave me some instructions on locking the place in the evening and then fetching the key from the police checkpoint, which is just on the corner here, in the morning. So all sorted. Got some food, so if dogs haven't got a can opener or they don't know how to boil dry food, then they're stuffed. You know, they can't steal my food anymore. So I've got a little stock of food. It's like insurance, you know, except it's not compulsory insurance. It's something I decided myself. Anyway, everything's checked off that list. Got the rest of the day free. Going to download a video compressor because there's no Wi-Fi, and upload smaller files to YouTube. Keep a diary of these interesting times.